Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. This is Dosha with DoshaDreamsTarot, and this is a reading for the sign of Gemini. Thanks so much for stopping in. If you're new, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much and welcome back. Just keep in mind, this is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with everybody. Just take what does, leave the rest for somebody else. Cross watchers, you are welcome here, but please keep in mind this is Gemini's reading, so you can't get mad if I expose you for your bad behavior. That's just the way it goes. So anyway, Gemini comes first. Also wanted to say that gender is fluid, so please just keep that in mind moving forward. And I will use gender-neutral language as much as possible in order to make my readings more accessible, but I do want to say that if any strong energy comes through that's really apparent, or Spirit wants me to kind of call it, ooh, Sun card, then I will do that, okay? Anyway, that being said, let's go ahead and get into your reading. Thank you so much, Spirit, for your divine messages and guidance. We're deeply grateful, and we know we couldn't do this without you. We're going to put those back in there. Could you please help guide Gemini for their highest good, Spirit? And please bless us and protect us as we move forward into this reading. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. So I hope y'all are enjoying the new angle. We're just trying something different. You got the Sun card again. Just trying something different. You know, I want to experiment and see how things feel. So give me your opinion. Let me know what you think. Okay. So, Gemini, you got the Star card in reverse at the bottom of the deck, okay? You got the Sun card, okay? We really can't be mad about that, can we? Page of Swords, or apologize, I'm looking at this Swords card over here, but this is a Page of Pentacles, okay? And this is really interesting to me because I'm almost getting like, this is a confusing reading pretty much right out the gate, I'm not going to lie. You may be feeling a little confused right now. Okay, we've got the Lovers coming out in reverse. This is your energy, Gemini. And we've also got the Five of Swords. You see why I'm confused? Because this Page of Pentacles is almost like somebody making a little offer here. This offer makes you happy, but I don't think that you're going to take it. No wonder this is here, because this is a tough decision. On one hand, it makes you really happy, but then on the other hand, it's like you can't really trust it, I'm getting. Nine of Pentacles. And you're also good on your own. So you're kind of like, you're hesitant. You don't really know here. But the Five of Swords can also talk about self-sabotage, but I'm not really getting a self-sabotage kind of vibe. I'm really more getting like, kind of like petty drama vibe, where you're kind of like, there's some stuff around this. Ace of Swords. Like, you're not afraid to speak your truth on this. You also see the truth pretty clearly. Like, I'm getting that, like, it's pretty clear to you. Like, the situation isn't very mysterious. Like, you have all the info you need to make a decision, but I think it's a difficult decision because you have mixed feelings. Can we clarify the Page of Pentacles? Okay, we got the Judgment card coming out. So, this card has been coming out a lot lately, y'all, and this card is really talking about things coming back up from the past to be looked at, potentially to be reconciled or to get closure on. It's Pluto retrograde right now until October of this year. Pluto retrograde is really talking about things coming up from the past in order to be dealt with, okay? So that's what's going on here, I think. So this could be something coming up from the past, all right? You guys are going to hear me talk about this Pluto retrograde a lot. I'm going to try not to beat a dead horse here. But so this is definitely something coming back from the past is what I'm getting. Thank you, Spirit. Can we clarify why the Five of Swords is here? What is this Five of Swords doing here? What is this Five of Swords? Okay. I'm just going to take the one card. Eight of Cups. Yeah, so this is a situation where I feel like one of you may have walked away from this this is so funny. Oh my God. Because, okay, so you see how there's this little trail walks you up to this like red planet up in the sky? It's like no joke, guys. I think it's so funny because I've been seeing these memes going around, which I'm so grateful for because this is literally how I feel. And this is like, was my immediate reaction when I heard that people wanted to like go to Mars. Like at first I thought it was a joke because like I watched Total Recall as a kid, like the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie where he goes to Mars and they have like, you know, they're colonizing Mars basically. And it's just like a really messed up movie. But like, so, it was like a 90s movie. But I used to just think, like, why in the hell would we go occupy a planet where we're dependent on, you know, these, like, pressurized living situations, or else we'll just die because, you know what I mean, Mars is, like, you can't live in the atmosphere, right? Like, so I was just kind of like, well, first off, why the hell would we go to Mars when we could just, because it's, like, the reason why people want to go to Mars is because, the planet is running out of natural resources, and eventually, like, this planet won't survive, and so we need to colonize another planet in order to basically keep the human species going, which is just hilarious because I'm like, whatever, we're not even that cool. But, like, I'm just kidding, I love us. But I just mean, like, why would you go to Mars when you could just take care of the planet that you live on? All that money that you're investing to go to Mars, you could be using to just clean the planet and take care of the planet. And then we would have a beautiful, amazing place to live where we can actually breathe outside, right? So, like, I don't know why that's coming through for this card, but it's almost like walking away from something that served you well. It once served you well. That's the whole point of the Eight of Cups, is it's hard to walk away. You know, so you may sneak off by the, you know, the dark of the night or whatever. But the fact that other people are now catching on to this concept of like, why would you go to Mars when you could just spend that money to take care of the planet? Like, why don't you take that money and instead just invest it in like bioremediation or whatever, right? Clean energy. So the energy I'm getting from this card is someone walked away from this situation, even though the situation was good. Right? That maybe it needed some work, but this person was like, nah, I'd rather go do something else. And the grass was not greener because it's fucking Mars. Okay. So that's what this Five of Swords is talking about, is that somebody walked away from a good thing here to go do something else that was just like, you're almost like, really? Like, you would rather do that than do this? Like, it almost like, I feel like it hurt feelings here because it's like, why would you... It probably still doesn't make sense to you. That might be part of why this is a hard decision, because you're just like, I don't understand why you thought that, you know, doing whatever it is you were doing. It's almost like someone like, it's almost, oh wow, I'm getting this really interesting message, guys. This is interesting. But I just got the feeling of like, when a kid wants to run away from home, and I don't know if that was the situation here at all. It probably wasn't, but the analogy is when your kid wants to run away from home and you're like, you would rather be on the street, not know where you're going to sleep tonight or the next night, right? Like, not know where you're going to sleep, not know where your next meal is going to come from. You know what I mean? Be in danger. You would rather do that than live with me because I'm that terrible of a parent. Like, you really hate me so much that you would go and do that to yourself and also do that to me because you know how much I'm going to worry about you, right? Like, this is crazy because I've never really thought about it from this perspective. Like, I'm not a parent or anything. But it's that idea of, like, you would rather go and rough it and go it alone than be with me, than to live with me or to, like, cooperate with me or, like, whatever it is. Like, that's how much you hate me. Like, so that's the energy I'm getting here, is that's what you felt like when this person left, I feel like. Or you may have done this to this person. But I'm getting more that it feels like this person walked away from you and it really hurt your feelings because you just felt like, wow, this person would literally rather be fucking homeless than live with me. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because it's like, yeah, damn, right? I get you, okay? There has to be more to the story though. So that's, you know what I mean? What I'm getting is that I don't know if it was like that, but that's how it felt to you. You know what I mean? Sometimes we don't understand what people do or why they do it. And it could be coming from a way deeper place than like having to do anything with you, really. You know, it could just be like, they're like, I just feel like I have to go. I have to, you know, maybe it was like they decided to go travel and live out of their car, you know, and you're just like, wow, you would rather go do that than, you know what I mean, have a stable thing with me or whatever. Ooh, Five of Swords coming out again. Okay, so yeah, this really caused you a lot of pain, I'm getting that it was really like, felt like a, how do I explain that? Yeah, it was hurtful, all right? So thank you, Spirit. Can we go ahead and clarify the Lovers in reverse? Why is the Lovers in reverse here? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, hold up. Oh, Jesus. 1 second, guys. Okay. So, wow. Okay, we've got 3 cards. So, we've got the Magician in reverse, the Fool card, and the Seven of Swords in reverse. So, what's at the bottom of the deck? Page of Wands in reverse. So, hold on a second. Okay, so I'm getting that this is a difficult decision because you know the truth here with the Seven of Swords in reverse. It's like, here's what I'm getting. So with the whole Mars thing, I'm sorry, I just think this is interesting. So you've got the Magician in reverse, and you see how they've got like the cosmos, like all the planets like rotating around them. And so the whole idea of the Magician card is that you have everything you need in order to manifest what it is that you want, right? You have all the tools, the ability, it's just doing it. So the Magician in reverse can talk about you know, somebody not putting in the effort, you know, when they have everything they need in order to make something work, in order to improve something, make something happen, and they choose not to, right? Or this could also talk about someone being very manipulative, right? So what I'm getting here is that it's almost like, again, with the Mars whole thing, right? It's like you saw the truth of this situation is that this person would rather take the easy way out. This person would rather throw a knapsack over their shoulder and cruise out into the world not knowing what the fuck it might happen. They would rather do that than put in the effort and energy that it takes to make this relationship work. Like, that's what I'm getting. That's why this is a difficult decision, because you're like, well, I feel like you're just going to run as soon as things are difficult. Like, I feel like you're just going to move to Mars as soon as we start running out of oil and go colonize Mars when fucking you could just, excuse my language, just take care of the damn thing that you have committed yourself to, or the thing that takes care of you. It's like this whole idea of like, you know, like I was saying, it's like, okay, so your parents, right? Let's think about it as like your mother, right? This is just what's coming through, is that your mother, you know, carried you for 9 months, birthed you, took care of you, fed you, kept you alive until you're like a teenager, right? And then as soon as you become a teenager, it's like, oh, communication is difficult. Now there's like rules that I don't want to follow because like I want to do this, but it's like I want to do things that are riskier than when I was younger. Like when I was a kid, it's like I wanted to play with my friend down the street. You know what I mean? I wanted to, you know, eat candy, right? It's like these are the types of things that your parents had to like, you know, tell you no about. But now that you're a teenager, it's like the things you want to do is like, well, I want to go to this party, or I want to go to, you know, my boyfriend, girlfriend's house, right? Like, you know, I want to do these things that are just like, that it's like that the potential outcomes and consequences are a lot more than like if I just let you have candy, or if I let you go play with your friend, you know, at the park or whatever. Like, so do you see what I'm saying? Now the relationship is strained. The relationship is more difficult. There's more responsibilities as a teenager. Like, I'm going to need you to do these chores. I'm going to need you to do all this before you can go do this. Also, I want to meet your friends, and I want to know, you know, where the party's going to be. And you know what I'm saying, guys? Like, so the whole reason why that analogy is coming up is it's the concept, the idea that, you know, basically like, so I took care of you up until this point, right? Okay. Or like, you know, like I said, if you were a nurturing partner, you were a supportive and giving and generous partner, right? And then this person, like, as soon as things got difficult and like you needed something from them, then they just turned around and bailed, right? They were like, oh no, this is too much work, I'm out, you know? So you're kind of like, well, why would I re-engage with this person? Because I just feel like they're going to bail as soon as things get difficult. They've already shown me who they are. They've already shown me who they are. So, you know what I mean? It's just about having respect and gratitude for somebody. You know what I mean? And being like, okay, I'm not going to just run away just because things are difficult. If things are toxic and there's no way forward and you've already exhausted your options, then yeah, you should totally leave that situation. But it doesn't feel like that. It feels more like that they just, as soon as that they had responsibilities or obligations or restrictions or agreements or anything like that at all, it was like they were like, oh, well, this was fun when you just were taking care of me, basically. Four of Wands in reverse. Yeah. They're totally like commitment phobic. Like, I feel like this person is afraid to commit and to actually be in full union with somebody. So can we clarify the Sun card? Why is the Sun card here, Spirit? Why is the Sun card here? Five of Wands in reverse. Okay, so that's why this is difficult, because you are happy without this. Nine of Wands. Oh my God, and the Sun again. Guys. Yeah, because you're happy without this. You're happy without the conflict, without the drama, without the work, you know? You're defensive of yourself because this person has hurt you before. So, yeah. I mean, honestly, this doesn't seem like that difficult of a decision anymore. I think it's a difficult decision because it's difficult for you to say yes, if anything. If anything, it's difficult for you to say yes because you're like, oh, I'm like way happier without this. Like you already showed me basically like your lack of ability to commit to something, because it's like, that's why they say in sickness and in health, you know what I mean? For better or for worse, whatever. Because life isn't always going to be great. You know, and hard things are going to happen. And so it's like, if you are, you know, really committed to riding out the rough patches too, then it's like that for, you know, in my opinion or whatever, like it doesn't matter if you believe in like the whole institution of marriage and all that sort of thing. It's not really necessarily about that, like literally marriage. It could be for, you know, maybe this person got cold feet and they bailed, you know, but it's more like, just the idea of being like, okay, things are rough right now because either like my partner is out of a job, or they're sick, or we're facing some kind of challenge in our relationship. Then it's like, if someone is just like, well, I'm just going to throw the knapsack over my shoulder and bail, like, peace out, I'm going to colonize Mars. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would rather just not know what the fuck I'm doing than do this. You know, like, that's a pretty non-committal, like, it's not a very solid type of person. Do you see what I'm saying? Spirit's wanting me to shuffle this a couple more times. So, okay. Okay, so here's the deal. This is the way that I see it. And this is something that has been coming out as well. Sorry, you'll have to excuse me, guys. The Empress in reverse. Now, when I see this, y'all, like, this could mean a couple different things, okay? But in this context, I'm almost feeling like in all the ways that you were nurturing, in all the ways that you gave, in all of the ways that you showed up and you were just receptive to this person, it was like you welcomed, you know, they were welcome in your life, they were welcome in your home, whatever it is, it's like you provided a lot, okay? This is what I'm getting. So now it's like you are not, you're no longer going to be taken advantage of, Like, you're happier, like, without this. So you're kind of like, I'm not going to just give and give and give anymore. Okay, because the Empress is a serious giver, right? Super nourishing and provides, provides nourishment. So in the reverse, this is coming out as your energy. And I feel like this is coming out because you are no longer going to be taken advantage of. Like, you're not showing up as the Empress anymore in this connection. You're kind of like, I don't think so. So you've got the Queen of Wands coming out in reverse. This is feeling like their energy, actually. And this energy, to me, is really actually talking about this person really has a lack of self-confidence. They actually don't have faith in themselves to be able to deal with problems. Like, I think that they don't feel like, it's almost like they lack the creativity, the spark, the spunk, the grit, the moxie, whatever you want to call it. They really lack that. And their ability to, add something to this. Their self-confidence, their self-worth even is a problem here. And when I say it's a problem, I mean it holds them back. It's like they don't... It's easier for them to not know what they're doing than to be committed to something that they feel like that they're going to fail at. So they're like, I'd rather not, because if I fail, then that would hurt, and that would hurt my ego. So it's better for me to just bail because, this is just all too much, right? Just saw 2202 up there also. You all might want to look that up. I'm not a numerologist, but I do see lots of number synchronicities, and I'll let you guys know if I see them so that you can check them out. But anyway, this situation, basically, honey, I'm just saying, like, darling, basically, it's you're better off without this person. And to be honest, like, they've already showed you what kind of person they are, and I just feel like this is just coming up for you to look at and be like, yeah, I think I'm good, I think I'm good, actually, I'm better off without it, and, thanks but no thanks, basically, is what I'm getting for y'all. So, that's the reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you need a dream interpretation, y'all, I do offer that. So that is in the description box below. Also wanted to say thank you so much to those of you who are interacting with my videos and letting me know, like, when the reading resonates with you, and dropping me, donations. Y'all are amazing, and I appreciate you so much. Thank you to all my new subscribers also. If you haven't subscribed and you would like to, definitely please do, and drop me a like, a comment, any of that stuff. Just interact with the video and let me know how y'all feel. It really does fuel my fire, but it also does help my channel to grow and my message get further, right? So that's the goal. I appreciate you all. All the info that you need will be in the description box below, so feel free to check that out. And yeah, that's the reading. So thanks, Gemini, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye.